Hi, my name is Devonte Peters and I am from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and today I'm going to tell you about my experience with the eruption of the Soufrière volcano. In late December 2020, we heard that something was happening at the Soufrière volcano. Turns out that the volcano had erupted, but this eruption was an effusive eruption. It was a small eruption that was contained to the crater of the volcano. We started getting updates from the National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, in terms of what was happening with the eruption and up at the volcano. This goes on for a few weeks to months, this effusive eruption. Fast forward to Easter weekend 2021, and my friends and I were in the Grenadines on the island of Beckway. And I remember sitting down with one of my buddies and talking about the fact that, here we are on this beautiful island, sipping some drinks, and the potential for the volcano to erupt anytime is huge. Like, we could be here and hear that the volcano has erupted. Just 3 days later, it's Thursday, 8 April 2021. Just a few hours ago, the Prime Minister issued an emergency evacuation, and all persons in the red zone were asked to evacuate with immediate effect. We have people walking. I'm not entirely sure where they're walking to, but yeah, it's crazy just seeing like people having to leave their homes, not entirely sure what is going to happen or where they're going. Now Friday, 9th April 2021, I wake up, I get dressed, and I go to work. And shortly after 8, at 8:45, I saw the first piece of footage that confirmed that the volcano had in fact erupted explosively. It's complete shock. Complete shock. I went on social media and I just asked my followers, if you are interested in volunteering in whatever capacity, send me a message, let me know. We are trying to see how many persons we can get together to lend a helping hand. Shortly after that, a few persons reached out to me and said, hey, what are you doing? I said, honestly, I don't have a solid plan, but here's what I think we can do. We started going around to the evacuation shelters and started documenting what were their needs. We tried to get information on the demographics of the shelter. We then use our social media platforms to let persons know that, hey, shelter A, they're in need of X, Y, and Z. If you're in a close by area and you have these, you can donate them, you can go here. If not, you can give us a shout and we can try to come and pick it up and drop it off there. And this was Friday, the day the volcano erupted. And we did this from like an hour after the volcano erupted all the way up to about 9:30 p.m. when ashes first started falling in Kingstown, the capital. We're heading to the Caliacor Anglican school. We're gonna drop off some water behind there. Again, every little bit counts. So I bring some water, you bring some water, we all bring some water. People will have water. Let's do it. I remember waking up on April 10th and I took my time and went up to the window curtains and pulled them apart, and when I looked outside, it was all grey. Everything was covered in ash, and I'm not just talking about a thin layer, it's a thick blanket of ash. No green trees, there's no running water, there's no paved surfaces, it's just ash. After the initial shock, we immediately snapped back into relief mode. At this point, the group that we started the day before had grown significantly. That first day, I remember we sort of met to put a plan together. We established a shopping team and a team to do packing and distribution, and we met that day in a ashy parking lot in Kingstown, and we looked at the shelters that we were trying to assist on that particular day, packed the boxes for them and sent those out. Yeah, we continued doing this until 2 months after the eruption. Of course, over time, our scale of operation slowly came down. We expanded from just assisting shelters to helping persons who were housing people in their homes. In some instances, there were houses that had over 40 persons, so we also tried our best to provide assistance. We couldn't have done any of it without the kind donations from persons around the globe, from the support that local business houses provided, not just in terms of like giving us a space to operate, but we had hardware stores that would open up just so we can come and purchase supplies to make donations. We had persons who had trucks that reached out and were like, if you guys need assistance with what you're doing, just give us a call. We'd be more than happy to help in whatever way we can. At one point, our group had over 75 members, and over 90% of them were between the ages of 17 to 35. It was absolutely incredible to see the selflessness of the young people who were a part of our group. And not just the Justice League, but the other organizations and groups that had popped up around the island to assist during this time. It was a massive outpour of support, and it was incredible to see the amount of young persons involved in this. In the wake of the eruption, there was a lot of damage and destruction, especially within the red and orange zones. Agriculture had been virtually destroyed across the island, and a lot of homes in areas such as Oya and Sandy Bay that are very close to the volcano were destroyed. As a result, persons had to stay in the emergency shelters for an extended period of time, which resulted in school being delayed even further, having already been delayed earlier by the COVID-19 pandemic. We definitely learned a lot. We learned that you have to be your brother's keeper, and you have to look out for your fellow countrymen and women during these difficult times. Natural disasters not nice. Yeah. They may not like it.